I no longer fear death.
This dispute is to be settled. Hard work paid them.
Be silent and
Pave the way forward! Hard work paid off.
crumb disperse and break your end in truth. It ends here. Heed the final symphony of death. Crumble, point disperse and break your end in truth. It ends here. Heed the final symphony of death. The apocalypse will end.
I no longer fear death.
Give up!
Leave it.
Pave the way forward! Hard work pays off.
I no longer fear death.
Give up! More than that. Pave the way forward!
Crumb disperse and break your end in truth. Pointless resist.
Eyes on the target.
Heed the final symphony of death. Crumble and disperse and break your end in truth. It ends.
Eyes on the target.
Heed the final symphony of death. The apocalypse will end with me.
I no longer fear death.
This dispute is to be settled.
Be silent and
Pave the way forward! Hard work.
I no longer fear death.
Never. Give up! Hard work pays off. Pave the way forward!
crumb disperse and break your end in truth. It ends.
Eyes on the target.
The final symphony of death. Crumble and disperse and break your end in truth. It ends.
Eyes on the target.
Heed the final symphony of death. The apocalypse will end with me.
I no longer fear death.
This dispute is to be settled.
Leave it to me.
Pave the way forward! Hard work.
I no longer fear death.
Never. Give up! Hard work pays off. Pave the way forward!
Crumb disperse and break your end in truth. Pointless resist. It ends.
Eyes on the target.
Heed the final symphony of death. Crumble and disperse and break your end in truth.
Eyes on the target.
Heed the final symphony of death. The apocalypse.
I no longer fear death.
This dispute is to be settled.
Be silent and end.
Pave the way forward!
I no longer fear death.
Give up! More than hard work pays off. Pave the way forward!
Crumb disperse and break your end in truth. It afflicts.
Eyes on the target.
The final symphony of death. Crumble and disperse and break your end in truth. Hypocritical beat. It ends here. Heed the final symphony of death. The apocalypse will end with me.
I no longer fear death.
This dispute is to be settled. Give up!
Leave it to me.
Pave the way forward!
I no longer fear death.
Never! Give up! Never! Pave the way forward!
And crumb disperse and break your end in truth. Pointless resist. It ends here. Heed the final symphony of death. point disperse and break your end in truth. It ends here. Heed the final symphony of death. The apocalypse.
I no longer fear death.
This dispute is to be settled. Never give up! Keep it. Pave the way forward! Hard work pays.
I no longer fear death.
More than ready. Never give up! Hard work pays. Never. Keep it. Pave the way forward!
With enemies like these, and break your end